BitAxe, what is it? How do I actually solo mine with this? How do you set it up? How do you configure it? What do you do? I'm going to go through it today, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Jutan Al-Ahmed, and today we're going to go through an configuration and setup of the BitAxe Supra. This is a BitAxe I have. If you haven't watched my unboxing, please do. This is the first time I'm setting this up. So this was actually purchased from Solo Mining Co., a company which loves their LEDs and stuff, and this is why I purchased it from them. In addition, this little power section here. So I'm just gonna grab the cable. I just dropped it. I had it on my leg ready. But yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this, so let's go. We're gonna have to set this up. Let's plug that in. Okay, it's powered. Can you see that little green thing there? Okay, let's see what it's saying. Connecting. And the fan has spooled up. Interesting. Okay. So connecting to SSID, my SSID, configure SSID, BitAxe A7F9. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to leave that there for a second. I'm going to have to go onto my computer itself and go into the settings. So you can do it through your mobile. I'm going to be doing it through my computer. So I'm going to literally click on Wi-Fi and then I'm going to find this. And obviously there's going to be a lot of stuff blurred out because that's very interesting. It doesn't actually show here. Let me switch my Wi-Fi on and put it back on. Other networks. The BitAxe isn't displaying. That's very interesting. I probably would try it with my phone, but the thing is, my battery is very low on my phone. I'm a bit confused why it's not showing. That's interesting. It's switched off. That's why it's not showing. So hold on. Okay, that makes sense. So I put it in and it didn't fully plug in for some reason. You have to put in a bit of pressure, and that's a bit worrying because this is a bit is wiggling around a bit. This doesn't feel that secure, if I'll be honest. That's very interesting. But yeah, this is the first time I'm setting up, as I mentioned. Okay, let's see if it's come up now. There we go. BitAxe A7F9. Let's connect to that. Connect. It's connected directly to that. So this is what comes up. As you can see in the background, I already have BitAxe, which is the website. I'll go through that in a few minutes. But basically, what you need to do here is, okay, so checking hash rate, shares. This is the configuration window, basically. Axe operating system, the hash rates there, the shares, efficiency, how much energy it's taking, best difficulty. So hash rate, and then power, 2.7 volts and 5.1 voltage. Okay, so this is what it is. Heat will show you your heat that you have and your fan speed, performance, how it's performing, and the pool information. Right now, this is using a pool, and it's automatically putting it into somewhere. That's very interesting. I want to see who this is actually. So basically, somebody's, obviously it's pre-configured, right? Let's click on settings. Why can you not enlarge this? This is a bit annoying, if I'll be honest. So my SSID, Wi-Fi password, public pool.io. I'm gonna actually, this is going a bit off video of configuring it, but because this is my first time and this is what I've told you all, I want to see whose this stuff is. So this is actually this is BitAxe's website. Let's quickly go. I'm just going to basically skip ahead a bit, but I'll come back to all of this. I'm just doing a bit of investigation whilst live on the video. You can basically check the worker, and they've pre-put a Bitcoin address, and I'm just curious. Let's see. Okay, this Bitcoin worker right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions going, and it might be even people that just purchased it and they're just trying to set it up or something. Network difficulty, block height, wait. Let's see, has this ever mined anything? Network difficulty, blah, blah, hash rate. I'm just moving that around. Okay, no. So, but whoever has done this, they basically preset it for anybody that, I don't know if this is live. that's very interesting. Basically, I'm just gonna. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Let's go back onto this. Let's set this up. So, how do we set this up? Let's start from the beginning now. Okay, what you actually need to know. So BitAxe itself, you probably already know. It's fully open source, as it says here. This is bitaxe.org. You can actually download everything here. Download the BitAxe hardware design, the firmware, the online firmware update, etc., and create one yourself. If you're an electrical engineer or somebody that actually likes to study and learn to do it yourself, you can actually create this yourself. It's not something like you need to buy pre-made. However, if you don't have the knowledge and you don't have the time, more importantly, you can just buy one. So where to buy? They've got legitimate sellers, and like it's all over US and UK and stuff, and they've only got one seller in the UK right now. But yeah, BitAxe friends, Scott's Twitter, this is the person that actually created this, I believe. So that's his Twitter account. Do go follow him. Excellent little project here. Open source miners united. It's a Discord chat wiki. Yeah, so it's got a bit of information if you want to donate anything to him. His Lightning, Bitcoin Lightning address, and Bitcoin address is there. Now, what's the whole purpose of this? Basically, Scott's, I believe it's Scott, his whole concept is to basically allow this to be completely decentralized, the whole of mining. The reason is maybe around 40 to 50% of mining is done by like 3 companies, USA, Foundry, Mara, and Antpool. Everybody that gets this or has their own mining configuration, it'll help with the decentralization. Why? It's going not only one entity that's taking all the Bitcoin and verifying everything, which could be a problem, right? It'll be everybody, and this is something that I think in the future anyways will be happening. Everyone will have it. It's come to that time of the day where we have our sponsor, myself, lol. Do check out my website. I've got all of my NFT collection there, my asset portfolio. What do I actually invest in? What is my percentages? Do I invest in stocks as well? Everything's on there. I've actually got my articles and like knowledge base there as well to answer any questions that you have. You can book 1-to-1 sessions with me, and you can also purchase my merch if you're interested in stuff like this. But yeah, do check out my website. You won't regret it. You'll enjoy what's on there. And yeah, if it's too difficult to navigate, do comment down below, lol, so I could improve it. Anyways, let's get back to the content. So yeah, what we'll go on to next is the fact that public pool, this is what we're going to be using to mine. So this is what we're going to be using to actually configure this as well. So if you look here, right, Stratum TCP public pool.io, it's actually already been set up here. Hostname BitAxe, my SSID. This is going to be the SSID that you're going to be using, and the password. So I'm just going to put it in here now, and obviously I'm going to blur it all out because this is my information. Hopefully it works, because actually it should work. The question is, right, what is my password? Because I've got it so well connected. Luckily, I've got the window open and I can just paste it in right there. As you can see, my passwords are always crazy. Anyways, this has already been pre-configured. Why? This project, they actually support public pool. But what you would do, right, is the Stratum URL. You'd copy this Stratum URL from here, so publicpool.io, and that's the port number, and you'd put it in there. And then the port you'd put in there, which is all correct. That's all correct. Host name, I'm going to leave it as BitAxe. I might change it, okay? I'm just going to leave it there for now. And then Stratum user, that'll be your Bitcoin address, and then dot is your worker name. So you put in basically, it says it here actually, your username and address and then worker name. So we've configured the Wi-Fi that's going to be working from, and then the URL where we're going to be using to pool to do the mining. And this has obviously got everything in the background, which would be a Bitcoin node and a server somewhere. Now, you might have the question, why do I need to use this website? There are other websites. This is for solo mining. There's another one called CK Pool, I believe. They take a 2% fee. If you read here, no fees plus affiliation rewards. So they don't take any fees. However, they they're basically sponsored by a few companies where they get a bit of money from it, which is, it's a great project to support. If you can donate, do, because this is a great project to support. But yeah, so Stratton password. So you'll put in your Bitcoin address and then a password that you'll put in for this. I'm going to be doing that offline because obviously I don't want anyone to know my Bitcoin address and stuff, and password. I'll set that up. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through the rest of this while we're at it. Frequency 490 core. I'm going to leave this all as default. Flip screen, invert flange. I'm going to leave that all as default. Interesting. Update firmware. You can update the firmware, update the website from here. Okay. But yeah, let me do that and then I'll come back onto this here. So I've just set it up and it says that after you do it, you must restart it. So let's do save. It saved it. You must restart the device after saving. Okay. So question is, how do you restart it, right? Let's press cross here. Let's see if we can restart it from below. No, we can't. Okay. I'm gonna go back onto, let's see what Wi-Fi I'm actually connected to. Interesting. Let's see if I think you can go onto the address that's here. It's not showing it right now. I don't want to just plug it out and restart it. There should be some sort of restart button, which it's not showing for some reason. Let me figure that out and then I'll let you know. Oh, sorry, I've got the IP address here. Let me see if I can go onto that. So it says it works. I don't know what that means. It's meant to show a dashboard, but it's not, right? So what I'll do is let me figure out how to restart it. Once I've restarted it, I'll come back and then I'll explain it all to you. Okay, interesting. So basically all I did was plug it out and plug it back in. Okay. And so yeah, I plugged it off and plugged it back in and it's giving me some information now. So it said that it's connected to my Wi-Fi network. Fan speed 1713 RPM. Okay, it's gone a bit quickly there. And it's vCore, I think it's also showing my IP address there, which is actually wrong. That's very interesting. That might be the IP address of this. Okay, so one cool thing about this here, can you see the fact that it just it's pulsating? That basically means there's shares which are being accepted, and this is something that's cool about this, and this is why I got this, because Solar Mining Co loves their LED stuff, and this is basically why I wanted this, because it's very visually cool. I like visual stuff. But yeah, so this LED screen is OLED, I believe. Not LED, yeah, it's OLED. But yeah, so basically it gives information. Gigahash is doing 446 right now. Okay, fan temperature's 56. It's giving quite a bit of heat, if I'll be honest, already. But power 12.6 watts. Okay, and showing the IP address and stuff. So basically this is how it looks. I'm gonna leave it there and let's go on to the actual configuration of this whole thing. So as I said, public pool is what you would go onto. You would put in your BTC address. Obviously I am gonna be not showing you this. It's just I've pasted it in. Go to my workers and it should show here now. Okay, interesting. So it does. So I've renamed it to JBINZALA BitAxe, and let's see here. I don't know what that is. Session ID, session best difficulty 1 minute just now. It's basically updated. Block height. Okay, that's the current blocks right now. It's hashing 611 EH. Oh, that's the network hash rate. Okay, network difficulty is pretty difficult to even get one. But yeah, let's check the settings out, right? All you can do on this public pool is basically remove the particles on the back. I don't think that really even matters. I want to see a bit more detail, right? So let's click. That's very interesting. There should be much more information. Question is it actually hashing? One session. There we go. It took a bit of time. It should go up to around 750. That's what it says. That this antiminer stuff should do. I'm hoping that it does, but as you can see here, it says 328 gigahash per second. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here and we'll come back to this before we finish this video off, but I just want to show you a few things. So up here I've got here this is a solar mining company. This is basically what I purchased, BitAxe Supra. All the information's here, all the setting up and stuff you can find here as well, the GitHub, all of that. But another thing I wanted to show you is this here. This block itself, 853,742, right? This is the one that solar mined. This is the one that was a BitAxe solar mining a whole block. So you can see here solar CK. So that's the other solar pool that I was talking about. We're using public pool. But yeah, so this got the reward of 3.192 Bitcoin, which is 3.125 Bitcoin for the block, but then the total fees as well, they got all of that. Absolutely amazing, right? So you can get it. It's the first time I believe that somebody did get it. This website is called Mempool. If you're new to Bitcoin and don't understand what it is, this is basically the memory pool of the Bitcoin network, all the transactions and everything that's happened, all the blocks. You can watch another video of mine that goes into detail of all of this stuff. But yeah, so very, very interesting, right? And when you click onto that here, it goes here. So this was a solar pool, and the last time one block was mined was 7 days ago, and this one was 2 months ago. To be fair, let's see if we can see the public pool. I'm not too sure what the public pool name is called. Let's go here. If this is saying solo.ck.org, maybe this one would be publicpool.io, right? Let's test it out. Let's see what it is. Let's copy the layout here the way it is, and hopefully this is something that will show. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We're just testing stuff out here. It doesn't. So I'll find out anyways, and I'll probably update you all on the YouTube comments to see how we can find this on Mempool, right? It'd be very interesting to see, has this public pool ever mined a solar block? So just to go back to the actual pool itself here. So it says just now 2 minutes. Let's refresh it. Let's go settings and go back here. There we go. 707 gigahash per second. It's around the 750 mark. That's what's most important. And this just keeps flashing away. I love it. I love the visuals. The guy, I think his name's Duncan, that designed this or whatever, IMGPIO, I believe it's called. It's beautiful. What a little art piece. And the thing is, you can just literally take this out, take it with you anywhere and plug it back in and use the electricity from anywhere, and just don't breach any laws, lol, by extracting electricity when you're not meant to. So I've showed you the public pool. So as I said, if you go onto public pool and then you put in your Bitcoin address, you can see it from the public if somebody knew that address, right? This is something that would be shown if you did ever solar mine. Your address would be shown and who got it, right? Now, if you want to actually see what's happening to your BitAxe, you need to type in the IP address which shows on your BitAxe. I've got that here. This IP address is unique to yourself, but this is showing you everything. So this is currently the hash rate. It's been running for around 6 minutes. There's 52 shares, one got rejected. Efficiency is around 15 watts per terahash. And best difficulty is showing all the stats here: the power consumption, the input voltage, the ASIC voltage requested, the ASIC temperature, the fan speed. The heat's at 57 degrees. It's actually a hot day today. But ASIC frequency, ASIC voltage measured. You can go on to, so remember when I said, oh, I don't know how to restart it. I restarted it by just unplugging and putting it back in because this IP address didn't work. And I just realized the reason that it didn't work was because I wasn't connected to my network. I was still connected to the BitAxe, and that's why obviously I had no internet. Lol. Rookie mistake. But yeah, you click on restart and I'll restart it for you. You can do that whenever you want. But yeah, so let's go on to settings here. This is the same settings that came up when you connected to the BitAxe itself. Now you can control it through here. I'm actually going to change my Stratum password right now. So let's do that here. Obviously you won't be able to see that, but yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'm gonna do save, and then I'm gonna do a restart. And let's see what happens. BitAxe restarted. It's not really. No, I don't want to save the password. It's restarting. Can you see the hash is 0, and the BitAxe itself is it's still lit on. There's still light. It's just restarting. But yeah, it's restarted pretty quickly. That's pretty great. Swarm, what do you do here? If you had multiple BitAxes, you can connect them all to one thing, one IP, and so it basically increases your hash rate, and you can have, I don't know, 10 petahash if you want. And then the logs basically show you your uptime, where it's been connected, version, etc. You can check the real-time logs out to see exactly what's happening with it. But yeah, I'm not going to go too much into that. But hopefully this gives you a comprehensive understanding of how to configure your BitAxe or any miner, because you can use this with any miner. It'll be the same layout. You just need to go onto settings and just fill it up, put in the Stratum URL. That's basically your mining pool. One thing I do want to mention is you can use mining pools on your own server. That's going full self-sovereignty. You're your own decentralized person. I would highly recommend that. I'll be doing that once I am able to use this on operating system called Start 9. They don't allow it right now. It's something I'm researching anyways. There are a few projects going along. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you understand now how to actually configure this, especially if you just buy it brand new and you just want a guide or something to see how to configure this to be your own miner. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you comment down below if you have any comments. Subscribe to my channel if you're all new here. It's very important to me. It helps me grow. It helps me actually figure out new content to put out as well, and to understand what my audience likes, because obviously I analyze my analytics a lot. But yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, lastly, let's not forget, together, let's break free from the shackles of modern slavery. I'll see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.